everyone, it's Tanika and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine using only drugstore products. So if this is something you're interested in, please give this video a thumbs up and let's get straight into it. For primer, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Superstay Makeup Extending Primer. I haven't tried this one yet, so let's see how it goes. Ooh, it's very watery. Ooh. It's getting more tacky as I rub it in, so it's not as watery. As you can see, I have a lot of redness to my skin today. When you've got pale skin, the redness shows 10 times more because there's no pigment to hide it. So I'm going to be using a green concealer to try and cover up some of the redness. This one here is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Green Corrector, and it's my go-to. So what I do is just put a little bit on the back of my hand here. And then the brush I'm using is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush. So I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush and then put it over my blemishes and blend it out. And then I'm just going to take a concealer that matches my skin tone. This one is the Maybelline Fit Me in 15 Fair. And I'm going to put this on top of the blemishes so that they disguise even better. These two steps might seem a little bit extra, especially in an everyday routine, but it's a really good way to cover up the blemishes that always peep through even once you've put your foundation on. Speaking of foundation, I'm now going to go in with my absolute favorite Rimmel foundation. This is the Lasting Finish 25-Hour Nude Foundation in the shade 10 Light Porcelain. I just like to pump it onto the back of my hand and then dip my kabuki brush into that and then pat it onto my face. For my nose area, I like to just dab a little bit of foundation onto my face and then use my beauty blender to blend it out. I do tend to get cakey around my nose, so I like to use the beauty blender as it gives a thinner coverage. For my under eye concealer, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade 10 Fair. It's really light and has a very neutral undertone, so it does a good job at brightening under my eyes. Because this one comes in a little squeezy tube, I just like to grab a concealer brush to apply this. And then back in with the beauty blender to blend it out. Now once that is all blended out, I'm going to be taking my Rimmel Stay Matte Press Powder in the shade 001 Transparent, and I'm going to use this to set under my eyes and the rest of my face. When I was doing my under eye concealer, I just used a little bit of that and blended it up onto my eyelid, and that is going to be my eyeshadow base. So I need to set that in place as well. For my contouring and bronzing, I'm going to be using the Revlon Sculpt and Highlight Kit in collaboration with Chloe Morello. This contouring shade is so perfect for pale skin. It has a nice cool brown undertone, but it's not too grey, so it sculpts the face really nicely. I'm also going to use the bronzing shade from this palette. It is on the cooler side of a bronzer, but it's perfect for pale skin because it's not super orange. I also like to bring this up around my hairline just to give a little bit more warmth to my face. And then for my blush and my highlight today, I'm going to be using this Sculpting Trio by Rimmel. I am in love with this little kit. I rave about it so much. The blush shade is a really beautiful coral, and I find that it really complements my pale skin. The bronzer is just the perfect shade. I love it. I also think it's kind of a dupe for the NARS Laguna bronzer. And then the highlighter is such a gorgeous light champagne color. It looks really, really beautiful. All right, now we can move on to the eyebrows and the eyes. So let's come in a little closer. Okay, I thought I was gonna be a little bit closer than that, but that's as far as my camera goes. For my brows today, I'm going to be using my favourite Face of Australia HD Brow Kit. And I like to use this light colour just here. I also have this new Rimmel Brow This Way brow powder, but it comes in this little tube. So I'll show you what it looks like. This is the applicator here, and it's literally just powder, and you use it to fill in the sparse areas. So as you can see, once I fill in my brow, I have this big gap here because I can't grow any hair. So let's try out that brow powder. Alright, so it is pretty dark, so I'm just going to brush it through with my spoolie. I've just gone and finished my other eyebrow, and now I'm going to set them into place with some clear brow gel. Now for the eyes, you don't have to wear eyeshadow on a daily basis, but I like to just put a little bit on so that it gives my eyes some definition. So I'm going to be using the Morphe 35O palette today. I'm just going to be starting off with this light brown shade here, and I'm going to put this all over my lid and blend it up into my crease. The brush I'm using to do this is the Sigma E40. I'm then just going to grab a pencil brush. This one is the Sigma E30, and taking the same shade, I'm going to run this under my lower lash line. And then just going back in with the E40 brush and lightly blending that out. I'm then just going to take the same shade we used to highlight our face and use this for my inner corner and brow bone. Next, I'm going to tightline my eyes, and I'm going to use a brown eyeliner today because it's not as harsh as a black and it looks a little bit more natural. So this one here is the Exaggerate Liner by Rimmel, and it's in the shade Rich Brown. For mascara, I'm going to be using this new one by Rimmel, and it's called the Volume Shake. So you literally have to shake it to refresh it. Because this is an everyday look, I'm not going to be using false lashes today, so I'm really going to try and get my lashes nice and long with my mascara. So now that the eyes are done, I'm just going to finish off with lips, and on an everyday basis, I just usually put on a lip balm or a lip gloss. So today I'm going to be using Fairy Floss by Colourpop. And then to finish off, I'm going to set my face with the Rimmel Instafix and Go setting spray. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching my everyday makeup routine for pale skin. If you have any questions about any of the products, just leave me a comment below and I'll get straight back to you. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also come follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Snapchat. I will have all the links in the description box below. I think that is everything, so I hope you all have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time.